Blessings, proud people of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Just a bit of housekeeping first. Let's turn off all cell phone devices or put them on vibrate. And at the end of everything, that we can give our applause and everything for our candidates and our newly ratified candidates. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We gather this evening because we love our country. We gather because we believe that the future of our country must be shaped by disciplined leadership, organized action, and united people. It's not about division, it's about direction. It's about service to country, not season, not convenience, not personal ambition, country. For those who may not know, my name is Oalai Yai Ingram Griffin, and I am honored to serve as your host on this historical occasion. First and foremost, historically, we are fully, by this evening, candidate of the full candidate for an election for our country as a third party. Yes, you can give. Yes. I also stand before you as the ratified candidate for the wonderful constituency of Freetown. Yes. This is a community that is rich in history, resilience, and potential. I take my responsibilities ever so seriously. I represent hardworking families, youths that are striving for opportunities, small business owners pushing forward every day, and elders who laid the foundation for us all. This is a fight to build a world-class economy beyond tourism. We want to upgrade education to a global status. Infrastructure that is resilient, energy independence, safe, clean, and organized opportunities for communities, by extension, our islands. At this moment, I want to take time to bring forth reverence to our Heavenly Father. Let's bring forth our national chaplain, and afterwards, we ask everyone to rise for the national anthem and pray.
Let us bow. Gracious and eternal Father, we thank you. We take this time to honor your divine presence amongst us. We thank you that in the fact that you are here, we believe that everything will go in accordance to your divine will and purpose. As we've gathered together, we're here just to fulfill your agenda in the earth. And we thank you for everything that would be done, everything that would be said here, that you would get glory. We are not of ourselves, but we have been chosen by you for this time and season. And we have been sent on an assignment that we are diligent in carrying out. And so we ask your blessing upon this occasion this evening. Bless your blessing upon our leaders, your blessing upon every candidate, your blessing upon every supporter of this organization, your blessings upon this country on the whole. And we ask as we go through this time, this evening, that your holy presence will continue to establish everything and set everything in order that you would be glorified. We present everything in your hand now in the name of your dear Son, Yahshua, our Savior and Redeemer. And we say, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Our national anthem.
Lift up your head to the rising sun. March on to glory, your bright banner waving high. Speak out the word. What's the matter? Your name to excel. pressing onward, march together to a common loftier goal. Steady sun, though the weather lies so wide and fair and sure. Lift up your head to the rising sun. Till the road you trod leads unto your goal. March on, one another.
Powerful, very powerful. We shall take this time to acknowledge our party leaders, ratified candidates, executive officers, youth representatives, community elders, and every citizen here and tuning in across the various platforms. This is an important moment, not because of excitement or ceremony, but because of responsibility. Every so often in every generation, men and women are called forward, not for status, not for applause, but for service. I now invite our Secretary General of the Coalition of Independents, Mistress Viola Edgecombe, to bring greetings and remarks.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to everyone. Those in the audience and those on media airwaves, good evening. My name is Viola Edgecombe, and I'm pleased to be serving now as the Secretary General for this great and historic organization. I'll just bring brief remarks as we about to begin the ratification of our 41st candidate. And it is indeed a pleasure to have a female representing the great constituency of Garden Hill. And Margaret Thatcher once said, well, she said, if you want something done right, send a woman. Yes. So yes, audience and radio land, we, the Coalition of Independents, are so pleased to step forward for this fight for our country. It is not for us. I don't think any of these candidates are political aspirants, but they saw a need and they stepped forward to represent you, and I. And so we ought to support them. These are our brothers, our sisters, fathers, uncles, family members on the whole. And so we ask that you give us a chance to represent you. Why they step forward? Everybody saw that the country is broken. It's broken, nothing works. And if we continue on this path, that will be all of our pride. I remember growing up as a child, my parents had 11 living children. They were poor, they had minimum wage job. But never once did my parents have to go on food lines for hours and hours and hours to feed us. Never once did they have to go on parks and beg for school supplies. Bahamians, we are regressing. We are regressing in this country, and we need to pull together. We need to come together as one to bring our country back. It's no longer about a political fight. This is the fight for the preservation of our nation. And so I appeal to you, I plead to you, please, let's all come together. It reminds me of the story of Moses and the children of Israel. Moses gave them two choices. See, God gives us choices. He does not impose or force anything upon us. And Moses said to the children of Israel, you have two choices, life or death. Choose ye this day which one you want. Now he suggested, choose life, that you and your children, your offspring, your seed may live. And I say the same thing to my fellow Bahamians. We are in a state of decline. We are in a backward state. We are in a glass capsule where we've seen all our fellow or neighboring countries go and surpass us. They are developing, they are progressing. Can we say the same for the Bahamas? No, we cannot. So I plead and appeal to all Bahamians. Let us come together to save our one Bahama land.
Yes.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Secretary General. At this time, please, let's also welcome greetings and remarks from our candidates. We're going to welcome Mr. Trevor Green. He's the candidate for Tall Pines. As we all know, he's professional. Quiet and meek, tall in stature, but very professional. Let's give him a hand.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I am Trevor Green, the ratified candidate for the constituency of Tall Pines. All right. And soon coming member of Parliament. And I say that humbly. My brothers and sisters, I am standing before you not as a rare politician, but someone who decided a while back that it's time to make a change. I went into the constituency of Tall Pines looking to make a dramatic change in the lives of the people that I meet on a daily basis while campaigning. I would like to say directly to them, as a representative for that constituency, I will represent you to the best of my ability. I will look after the needs of the people of Tall Pines. I will do what is necessary to ensure that the people of Tall Pines are duly represented in the House of Parliament. But I want to say something very plainly. I want to be clear. As we move through these islands, archipelago, and I hear the various reports from the various candidates as they campaign, something became very clear to me. Change doesn't happen because of a speech that someone gives. Change happens because people decide that they're tired, they've had enough. Enough of being overlooked, enough of being used every 5 years from election, enough of seeing their children struggle. That's a heart-wrenching thing for every parent to see their children struggle. Then you go to that election poll and you cast that ballot. That ballot is just not a piece of paper for a party of your favorite party. You know. That ballot represents a declaration that you, people of Tall Pines, we're not going to settle. As Bahamians, we are not going to just settle for anything. We're going to look for a change that is going to affect our children. A declaration that says that our children deserve ownership in this country. This is our country. Our children deserve opportunity, and our children deserve hope. Of all things, we are fighting for hope. Hope in our own country. That is a sad state of affairs, that we have to fight for hope for our children. But in all that, let us remember that our hope it stands and is anchored in God. And through him, all things are possible. So I say to the people of all time and to this great country of ours, and this is indeed a great country. And under COI government, under the leadership of Mr. Lincoln Michael Bain, this country will soar to new heights. Our community will soar to new heights. Tall pines will soar to new heights because I am tall pines.
He is tall, fine. I concur. Listen, before you leave here this evening, before you sign off, commit yourself to service. Register, volunteer, organize your family, go in your communities, speak to your neighbors and your co-workers. This is serious, one country. Like he mentioned, the future seems bleak to a lot. As I canvass, a lot of persons, they feel so disregarded and hopeless. The word he used, hopeless. How could you feel hopeless? Think about it. Who took that from us? Who took our hope? Get our power back. Go register to vote. Your vote will spark it for generations to come. Now, for 3 minutes, we're going to have our culture icon. For 3 minutes, she's going to come and blast you. So, Linda Christina Stubbs.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. And good evening, Mount Moriah, Stapleton, Yellow Elder, and Millennium Gardens. We are about to become the model constituency of the entire Bahamas. Y'all know I'm good for that, right? I stand here before you this evening, not just as a candidate, but as a daughter of the soil, an organic Bahamian. You don't get much more Bahamian than I am, because my mother, my father, my sisters and brothers, all were born and bred in Eleuthera. And I'm a mother, a grandmother, a professional designer, a woman of faith, a woman who loves people. For years, I have walked these streets and have sat, I have walked the streets, sat in your homes, and have listened to your stories. I have, I've smelled the sewage in Yellow Elder Gardens. It's despicable. I spoke about it on Facebook this week. It is so sad that when you are poor, you're treated that way, poorly. And what's worse about it is the fact that this isn't something new. This is something that the people in Yellow Elder has endured from the day they moved into those low-cost houses. And I found out that the sewer system is connected to the school and to every other building in Yellow Elder. And rather than fix it, somebody invested in a beautiful pump truck. And that pump truck comes periodically to pump it. So it's like they're making money off of the problem And these people, when it rains, or they say a king tide, the sewage backs up into their homes, into their bathrooms, kitchens, and the like. It is just so sad what Bahamians have to endure in this country while we can have our government up to date, buy out an entire concert and give out free tickets last night, free food for the Barris Hammond and Torres Riley concert. Bought out the entire concert. It's just despicable. While we have people, and I'm just gonna use this simple example. I was in the food store this week. I did a video on Facebook about it as well. A lady came up to me and said, she was so close to me. I was like, do I know you? And she was like, ma'am, don't embarrass me. I need an angel. And I said, an angel. So she said, I picked up these food items in faith. I don't have $1 to pay for this food. And I said to her, after looking at it, I assessed it probably about $30, $40 of stuff. And I said to her, go to the cash register, I'll meet you there. This is what Bahamians are faced with in 2026. Toilets backing up in 2026. All right? We have Millennium and Stapleton and North Barbara. My passion, my heart is with Yellow Elder. And pray for those people. They're really having a bad time. And you have a member of parliament who obviously is out of touch with the people. Mount Moriah deserves better. Not handouts, not empty promises, but structure, vision, accountability, opportunity. We deserve clear and clean communities. We deserve safety. We deserve beautification. We deserve programs for our youth. We deserve dignity. And let me tell you something. When you elect Linda Christina Starks as your next member of parliament from Mount Moriah, you are not electing a stranger. You're electing one of yours. I live in Mount Moriah. You're electing a woman who already loves you, a woman who already worked within the community, a woman who does not shrink back, who does not retreat, who does not fit into small spaces. And when I expand, Mount Moriah expands. This is not just politics. This is purpose. This is legacy. This is our time. We are building a new Bahamas, and Mount Moriah will not be left behind. Not Yellow Elder, not Millenniums or Stapleton, not one left behind. No one forgotten. So tonight, I ask that you stand with me, walk with me, pray with me, vote with me. Because change is not someday. Change is already here. And her name is Linda Christina Starks.
Sounds like change to me. What about you? Let's welcome that change one more time. We would also like to have a highlight from Miss. Yeah. We're gonna get Austin James. Kind of, yeah, welcome.
Party leader, executives, supporters, good evening. To the constituents of St. James. My name is Latoya Bain. If given the opportunity to serve as your member of parliament, I will deliver real change and real results. For too long, members of parliament have gone to parliament and made decisions without properly consulting the people they represent. That must change. I believe leadership is not about making decisions for people. It is about making decisions with the people. I stand for inclusiveness and true representation. If elected, I will host regular town hall meetings where we, as a community, can meet on neutral ground to openly discuss issues affecting St. James. Together, we will examine the facts, share ideas, and vote on matters that impact our constituency. The position I take to Parliament will reflect the will of the majority because your voice matters. Additionally, we will establish community groups and clear communication channels to ensure you are always part of the decision-making process. Representation should not be seasonal. It should be continuous. This campaign is about partnership. It is about accountability. It is about ensuring that every voice in St. James is heard and represented. Together, we can build a stronger, more inclusive St. James. Change is here, St. James.
Leadership in the Bahamas is not just a title. It's a trust that we place in someone who understands the weight of representing. We gather to represent this country by persons like you. Thank you so much for being a part of it. We would also like to have Mr. Graham Weatherford. If you don't know Mr. Graham Weatherford, where have you been living? Let's welcome Mr. Graham Weatherford, Dr. Graham
Tonight I was asked to talk to St. Anne's for a second. But what I'm about to say applies to every constituency in the country. And today I was looking over a book from Shaggy Milford Lockhart, a Bahamian CPA. And before President Barack Obama said it, Shaggy said, yes, you can. So it got me thinking about all of the politicians in both parties that keep telling us we can't. We can't pay off the national debt. We can't balance the budget, but you have to balance your budget. You have to pay off your mortgage. You have to pay off your car loan. And we can't have no tax for any citizen. But everybody who's foreign living in my country is tax-free. We brag about it. No capital gains, no inheritance, no corporate. I give you the list. So instead of saying can't, which is what the other two guys tell you all the time, you need some medical treatment for your family right now, election time, when they are their most vulnerable, they tell you we can't, or they duck you. You need some grocery. They tell you, well, don't have it right now. Come see me later. That's code word for good luck. Yes, we can. I'm going to spend a second to tell you how we could. We can double senior citizens pension. Why? Because you can fly around the world
That's right. All right.
What happened during COVID and we did a video conference? Why do we have to take the big crew and spend a bunch of money? Yes, we can move tax off our people. Yes, we can lower your light bill. And we have all the specifics, and we're gonna, as we go on the campaign trail, I'm gonna start showing you specifics in video. You see, it's impossible for me to travel around the world, St. Anne's, while you on potholes. Let me say it again. It's hard for me to travel around the world in the fanciest Mercedes, in the first class jet, while you've broken up your car on potholes. Why didn't we tar every road in this country in 50-some years? Yes, we can move the misery off of our people. And I'm gonna wrap up. The truth is, if they knew how to do it, they would have done it after 53 years.
Yeah.
The truth is, if they cared about you, they would have done it after 53 years. The truth is, they would have built you a handful of hospitals on the major islands, not clinics. Clinic is a disrespect to you. Can you imagine somebody has kidney trouble, has something, appendix burst, and they end up in Long Island on the back of a water delivery flatbed truck? That's not yes, we could.
No.
That's no, I don't care about you. And I'm going to wrap up with one observation that really upsets me. Anyone ever heard they say we don't have the money to do that right now? This is the crew that either they know how to do it and they didn't, or they don't know how. And if they don't know how, that's bad. But if they knew how and didn't, that's much more egregious. Or as one of my prime ministers said, much more worse. This is the crew that tells you, no, we can't, while a CPA in our country says, yes, we can. And when they tell you they don't have any money, this man here said we could pay off our national debt with just Snapper. He said it, not me. I've repeated it, but I have to give him credit.
Yeah.
Snapper are $10 each. We have 1 billion Snapper. That's 10 billion.
Yes.
And at the time he said it, your debt was gone. So both of the crews, see, I'm not here to call names or to party, who tell you, no, we can't, just painted a quarter. This quarter has paint on it. How many millions was that while you couldn't double a senior's pension? So I'm here to tell you, yes, we can. It's up to you to vote for you, not me, in St. Anne's. Thank you.
Oh, boy, am I excited for this country, this
Yes.
future, the future of our generations to come.
Yes.
This is just to expose you to what COI is offering.
Yeah.
This is just a few of the qualified professional candidates we have put forward for the future of the Bahamas. One more time, a round of applause. Now we're going to move on to the segment of ratifying our 41st candidate. I am so proud to be the one hosting at this very moment. I'm excited. Feel it, see it, vision it. This person is a mental health advocate, youth development leader, and performing arts director with over 20 years of service dedicated to empowering individuals and strengthening communities in the Bahamas. A graduate of Hannibal LaGrange University, Hannibal, Missouri, with a Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice and a minor in sociology. She brings both academic, yes, she, Mr. Yoda said, you want something done? Yes, she brings a training and real world experience to her work. Her 20 years of service afforded her the opportunity to not be only educator, but mentor and friend where she supported students navigating emotional, behavioral, and social challenges using evidence-based interventions focused on resilience, accountability, and personal growth. In addition, her mental health advocacy has led creative and educational programs as a performing arts teacher and artistic director, using music, movement, and performance as tools for healing, confidence building, and self-expression. She believes the arts are essential to youth development and community well-being. Known for her problem-solving ability, collaborative leadership, and deep compassion for people, she is committed to creating safe, inclusive spaces where individuals and families can thrive. Her work is grounded in one clear principle. When people are supported, communities grow stronger. When people are supported, communities grow stronger. Enough said, so done. Garden Hills, are you ready? Garden Hills, are you ready? Help me welcome our national chairman to continue with the ratification. Charlotte Green. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here. Please excuse my voice. I'm being challenged at the moment. But like our host, Ms. Olivia Griffin, the candidate for the Freetown constituency, stated, we are here to ratify a candidate for the great constituency of Garden Hills, the long-awaited ratification. Garden Hills, I know you're ready, and we're going to present that candidate to you. We look forward to your support and your service assisting with this candidate as we head towards the new Bahamas. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call to the platform none other than Miss Aisha Cleare. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Aisha Cleare. So first off, I want everyone to know that this is not Ms. Claire's first rodeo. Ms. Claire was actually one of our candidates in the 2021 general election. She served well. She brought such great experience to the organization. She was one of those that paved the way so that the candidates we have here now can take us into the new Bahamas. And I always, in conversation, I always give appreciation to our former candidates because they laid the pathway for us to get to where we are today. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, as the national chairman of the Coalition of Independents, I here now officially and publicly ratify Miss Aisha Cleare for the Garden
Number 41. I am number 41. Change coming? Absolutely. Good evening, Coalition of Independents. Good evening. Good evening, Garden Hills. Good evening, Garden Hills. Good evening. Tonight is not about politics. It's about purpose. For too long, our community has been promised change and delivered excuses. That ends now. I am not a career politician. I am a problem solver. Some call me Miss Fix It because when things are broken, I fix it. Garden Hills deserves better roads, real opportunities for our young people, support for our seniors, and leadership that shows up and delivers. I am not here to protect the status quo. I am here to disrupt it. Under the Coalition of Independents, my loyalty is not to a party. It is to the people of Garden Hill. This campaign is about accountability, action, and courage. You may ask, and I'm sure you're asking, why now? Why the Coalition of Independents, or even why me? There is no time like the present. We cannot wait another day, not another moment, while our families carry the weight of rising costs, uncertainty, and broken promises. The Coalition of Independents has shown that it stands with the people, not above them. United in love and service and in genuine care for our communities as we step boldly into our rightful place as first class in the new Bahamas. We stand forward, upward, onward, and we have to do it together. Why not me? I am just like you. I am a little girl of the soil. I am you at the cash register. I am you at the gas station. I am you when I walk through the roads and I walk and I see the potholes. I am you. So we're going to do this together, hand in hand. The choice is clear because the vision is clear. The plan is clear, and the vision is what? It's clear. Tonight, we ratify more than a candidate. We ratify leadership. We ratify integrity. We ratify a new Bahamas. Garden Hill, let's fix what's broken. God bless you, and God bless the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. I am the candidate for the greatest constituency in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. It's Aisha Cleare. Garden Hills, I am here for you now. Change is coming. Change is coming. Change is most definitely here. I thank you.
Garden Hills, I'm excited for you. I am so fired up for you. Congratulations, Garden Hills. You got this. Fellow Bahamians, empowerment is not given. It's claimed. It's knowing your worth. It's lifting each other up and refusing to be limited by your past. From Nassau to Exuma, from our schools to our workplaces, every Bahamian has the power to lead, to create, and to change. Not change as in quarters, 10 cents, 5 cents. Change as in to look into the mirror and say, where do I see my children's future in this Bahamas, in this day and age? Our islands are small, yes, but our dreams are not. Our community is strong, and together there's nothing we cannot achieve. Step up, speak out. Coalition of Independents is here to empower each and every one of you. I would like for you to assist me in welcoming back our national chairman. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. We have ratified our 41 candidates. A round of applause. This is really a great time. This is really a great time in the Coalition of Independents.
I always like to say, look how far we have came. Look how far we have come. The strong women and the mighty men. Look at what God has for. And like our ratified candidate for Garden Hills stated, the vision is clear. It's amazing. The Coalition of Independence has a vision. We have a plan. And our plan is based on the foundation of ownership and empowerment. This is something that we don't hear echoed in the halls of governance. This is not something that we hear. And we look at our people. Our people are looking towards the Coalition of Independence for hope. And like Miss Claire said, I am you, and we are each other. True Bahamians of this soil. And we are here to bring the change that is needed. So ladies and gentlemen, all of our members and supporters, it's time for us to take our votes and stick it to the metal. Because the time has come. The time has come for us to take our country into the new Bahamas. We have no choice. We either go forward or 50 years back. And where we are right now, it's not a good look. It is not a good look. So ladies and gentlemen, as we continue moving forward, I ask you all to please reach out to your candidates, assist your candidates, and be a part of the campaign walk. Bring your brothers, bring your sisters. It's time to go to the new Bahamas, and we cannot go alone. It will take all of you, all of us. We cannot win this alone. So ladies and gentlemen, again, change is incoming. Change is indeed here. I've had a lot to say, but I gotta take it easy on this today, because I have a lot to say next week. So ladies and gentlemen, I thank you, I appreciate you, and once again, congratulations to the candidate for the Garden Hills.
Right now.
Whether championing transformative initiatives, mentoring future leaders, or advocating for meaningful change, Mr. Bain exemplifies the power of purpose-driven leadership, a true catalyst for progress in the Bahamas and beyond. He stands as a dynamic force in the Bahamas. Yes, renowned for his exceptional leadership, visionary thinking, and unwavering commitment to community and country development. With a proven track record, y'all can't, don't care. I'm new to this, and I can attest to it. I've seen him in action. I've seen him jump in front of tractors, man. How many lives? This is leadership. I take such honor to be able to stand before you and you, each and every one of you, and say I put my stamp of endorsement behind everything our leader does. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Lincoln Michael Bain. Come on now, 41 candidates in the third party. Come on. Last history.
Good afternoon. Let's get right to it. You may have a seat. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so proud of what the COI has become. The COI has evolved from an idea into a reality. And then it evolved into an action network that fought for what belongs to Bahamian people so that they could have it. And when we saw that the government was not going to give us what was ours, we decided to go ahead and take the pen from them and give it to the Bahamian people. Because we realized that you can be an activist all you want, you can protest all you want, but at the end of the day, they have the pen. And if they don't sign off on it, nothing happens. And that is what has been happening for the last 53 years. If they are not making money from it, nothing happens. If you can benefit from it, nothing happens. And we've been living in a failed state for many, many years now. The COI is an amazing movement. And it is amazing because some women have decided to step forward. Why am I saying that? Change never happens until women decide to step forward. Historically, you might notice the majority of Jesus' disciples was women. Read Luke chapter 8. They was the money people behind it. They just didn't call women name back in the day, in the Bible days. Depending on them, if you look to see who was really supporting, it was the women. That's right. Making it happen. Randall Fox, in his book, The Faith That Moved Mountains, he wrote something saying, men need it. Where are the men? When will they stand up? Martin Luther King, the majority of the people that was out there fighting with him were actually the women. And they were out there fighting because they knew that the only way to get change is for people to see how wicked the government was at the time. And so it's one thing when the police come out with billies beating up some young men. It's another thing when you're beating up Grammy. No one can accept that anywhere in the world, black, white, or whoever. And when they saw Grammy with Martin Luther King, Grammy willing to sacrifice our health and safety, that's when they knew it was serious. It's when the women come forward that change happens. Why am I saying that? I'm saying that because the COI has made history in two ways today. The first way is that we are the first political party to ratify a full slate of candidates. Someone say 41. 41. 40 whole one. And we ready. And we know they scared. Because we come in with 41. It has never happened in the history of this Bahamas. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say that I'm so proud of number 41. Come. She took the ankle leg to bring it home. She was up there pretending to be a normal civilian hosting our lives. But ladies and gentlemen, I gave her a lot of experience, so what we got to do. She's in Gardner, she's going against a slick talker with a pretty face. But we got a sensible talker with a pretty face. We're going to put him in his place. Someone who has been in the Bahamas all this time. Someone who has been here fighting for this country. Not someone who just come on the boat or plane. I want you to know and understand that Rick Fox's nomination should tell you something.
That's right. Yes.
That someone born outside of this country can run for member of parliament and therefore can run to be prime minister.
Yes.
You all don't take that serious. I'm not saying you don't qualify legally right now. What I'm saying is, do you know what that means?
Yes.
Anyone can come on the boat.
Yes.
Get their passports, pay for it like they're doing right now. And then you sit in the Senate. And then they're not in the Senate, they're running the country. The prime minister is of foreign descent. The leader of the opposition is of foreign descent. He still didn't bring that birth certificate yet. But ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to say that number 41 is here, and we are sending us straight to Garden Hills, and we are coming to Garden Hills with you. I'm going to look for Rick Fox. I want to find Rick Fox's house in Garden Hills. That's what I want to do. Rick Fox, you come into your house in Garden Hills. You got that? No? I want to congratulate you. Thank you, and welcome to the arena. It's time to fight. And so that's the first thing. We put a full slate forward for the first time. All right? And we pray that all of them make it. Notice it's a rough fight. All of them make it to nomination day. But we are going to show up on nomination day with how much? 41. The next major milestone that happens today is that we have just made history because, again, we have nominated a slate that is majority female. Someone say 21. So I see the PLP bragging with 11. The FNM bragging about 13. How about 21? And that's why I say change never happens until the women step forward. But the women have stepped forward, and they've stepped forward the party that wants to make change. You see, the thing about males are, we like to make things easy. I think when we got that courage with the sweat of your brow, every invention is to make things easy. The remote control, I don't know what that invention for, the TV right there. We invent things to make things easy. Everything we invent is for making things easy. Women think to make things better. That's how they're wired. Like they say, you give them some grocery, they make some food. You give them a house, they make a home. That's wired in them. All right? And so we want to make this country better. And so I'm proud of all of the women who have broke the glass ceiling and shook the status quo to bring the change that we need to see. We are better than the PLP and FNM. In every way you want to look at it. She said we have the most educated candidates of the lot. We have put forward educated candidates in every area for the first time. This has happened history again. Our shadow ministers show that we are more ready than the PLP and FNM. The only thing they are better than us at is corruption. They're like thieves. The people money. That's what they are good at, and that's what they've been doing for the last 53 years. But how many know that everything the enemy stole from us, we're going to take it back? Every single thing. Every dollar, every house, every car, we're taking it back. Because it's time for the Bahamian people to prosper. And we're going to take it back and put it in the sovereign wealth fund so that everyone can benefit from it. But we are better than them in every way. They said they put out a certain amount of women, we put out more women. They talking about their candidates, we have more educated candidates. We are excelling when it comes to our nation. And so I want you to know that it's time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. This is not something in the future anymore. Election is upon us. The Prime Minister is only waiting on the Lenten period to finish, and then he's going to call election. That means that we need you. We need you on the ground and on the streets. We need you in the highways and the byways. We need to take this country back. Because if we don't win this now, it's over. It's over. There is no future. Because we are going to be outnumbered. And if you seriously look around right now, it's happening before your very eyes. We don't have a message of hate for anybody. We have a message of love, love for our people. It's not about xenophobia, it's about endophobia, which means a hate for the local people, a fear of them being empowered, putting them down while raising everybody up. This is the time for you to stop thinking about yourself. This is the time for you to stop thinking about your party. This is the time for you to think about the future of this nation and the children that we're going to leave this to. Because our children cannot fight this fight that is to come. We have to stand up and stand up now. The time is now. There is no future beyond this. There are some people that say, Lincoln, why don't you all join the F&M and try to get rid of the PLP? I can't address that. I've been made office by both parties. But I want to, and of course I reject and refuse. Not interested. The same time to sell out. We almost there. They've asked me, why don't you join the F&M and the F&M, they say. And I said, how could I join with the problem to get rid of the problem? How do you do that? How do you join with the problem to get rid of the problem? That's like someone keeps breaking in your house and you let him come live in your house to stop him from breaking in your house. Yeah, I ain't gonna break in no more. But he can do more damage. The fox is breaking into the hen house and eating the hens. You say, you know what, let's solve this problem. Let's work with the fox. Let's put the fox in the hen house. The reality is, I follow the advice of Christ. He said, you cannot put the new wine in the old wineskin. Now, if you think that you are wiser than me, I don't agree. There's nothing good to come from the Free National Movement or the PLP. What do they have to offer at this time? I watched a recent ratification exercise of the F&M, and I wonder if people actually are listening. They are making promises, but they were just the government, and they did none of these things. They are chastising the PLP about not building a hospital. Well, how much hospitals did the F&M build? None. None. So what are they talking about? Because you have a new leader now means all of a sudden you're going to do something? Well, hold on, wait. Didn't they have a new leader before? Yeah. And they told it was going to be the people's time? Yeah. How did that work out for you? He said, next time for you. Well, now they say we work for you, not the few. Now, that is the biggest political lie in the history of this country. Everybody knows the F&M works for the few. And so, there is no hope or future in swinging from the evil, corrupt. They don't hear when I talk with the PLP. They only hear when I talk with the F&M. So they pretend I don't talk with the PLP. So let me hyphenate this. The evil, corrupt, demonic, progressive liberal party. There's no hope in going from that demonic party to the F&M, which is another evil, corrupt, demonic party. And I say that because we have fought these people, we have suffered. Someone say, why do you talk about the F&M? Because I don't want you to get swing again. Every time you know the talk is, they say, oh, if you put if you vote for the COI, you're putting the PLP back. Putting the PLP back is no different than putting the F&M back. That's not what it means, but it's the same thing. if you put the F&M in, the PLP still in, that's their partners. And we need the Bahamian people to wake up and see this before it's too late for your children. They working together and got you all fooled thinking, oh, this PLP so bad, they just got to go. Man, you all just join up with the F&M just so the PLP can go, man. Didn't we do that last time? Didn't we do that before? Didn't we say, man, Ingram's so bad, you don't listen to no one man. He just go ahead. He's a one-man band. We need to get rid of Ingram and let's go with Perry. Then you got Perry. And then what happened? Oh, they so corrupt. Oh, the unenforced thing. Oh, the thieving and the corruption. And oh, what happened in Atlantis? Oh, they gave their son a contract. And oh, they got to go. Oh, we got to go. It's a matter of trust. Got to go back to Ingram. Then you go back to Ingram. Then you start crying. Oh, they sell our BTC. How you could sell the money-making company? How you could take our crown line and give it to the white boys to have a monopoly on shipping? And then write a treaty with them so that no other shipping dock can take place 22 miles from Nassau. The F&M steals on a big level.
And get away with it.
Ingram started to rape and rob this country, and we cried and we said, oh Lord, we gotta go. And guess what we did? We going back to Perry. Somehow they said a fresh wind blowing. And they said they saved Marcus Mother Pride, you know, and but when we went back to Perry, we went to Perry and Gray. And we expected something better. You know what they said? Listen, you can't fool with third parties right now. Ingram just gotta go, man. He's just so bad. Don't mess with that next time for them. Let's try them next time. Let's just swing him out of here, and they keep swinging hard. And then when Perry got in, we realized that Lord, our country was finished. And they swing us again. You only time get swing? You only time getting swing? And guess what? We swing hard and we said, listen, Perry just gotta go. Let's go with Minnis. Because Minnis ain't never lead before. This is a new leader. It could be different. What Bahamians fail to realize is it doesn't matter who the leader of the party is. The leader don't run the party. The PLP and F&M is run by moneyed interests. The oligarchs fund them to keep control for them. And the politicians are just puppets. Heed my warning, Bahamas, or your children are going to feel. Right. And so we swung hard to meniscus to say he was to be different. People saying, he just didn't tell you which people. And we cried and cried and cried. And then they have the excuse that, they had Dorian. He came in 17, Dorian was in 19. What happened in between that? I can count. That's 2 years. Yeah. What did you do in that 2 years? Well, the first year they gave $60 million in contracts to Brian Simonet. Plus they gave him the post office deal. This will be going back to. So they said they had Dorian, and then they had COVID. Well, let's stick on Dorian. They said they had Dorian. We don't have a problem with saying you had Dorian, you know. Our problem is how you dealt with the Bahamian people during and after Dorian. What the Free National Movement did to the Bahamian people in Abaco and Grand Bahama, where they had all 7 seats, is a crime against humanity. And someone should go to the Hague. Someone should go to jail over how they treated Bahamians. Someone say, well, let minutes in your party. No, we got something for minutes. What the F&M, that's Minutes, Hintard, and Green Sands, and all these people did to the Bahamian people, this is not attacking the F&M. This is the reality. And you have to remember your history so you don't repeat it. And right now, there are some people literally trying to repeat it. How do you go back there? How? How are they better all of a sudden? What is different? Aren't we tired of the cycle? I'm tired, man. I'm tired of people calling me crying because of their situation. Every single day, I am hearing tears and sadness. And people putting on red shirts to go back. Or blue or yellow, they confuse shirts to stay. The problem with Dorian was that the IMF and the IDB gave $450 million for the people. The government did nothing in Abaco and Grand Bahama. Nothing. And you want me to not talk about that? While there are people who don't forget and they won't go back to that? They did not go to the rescue of the people. When they finally came, they didn't bring a bottle of water. They was asking the people on the ground for water. This minister, this y'all been tired? You think we forget? The money was donated, the people didn't get it.
Yes.
The building supplies enough to build the whole article back was donated, including furniture, etc. Thank God for Kai Mills being nosy. Kai Mills is annoying some people because we're afraid of the truth. We're afraid of exposure. But thank God, Kai went in the bush and found the building supply. A government that would do that does not deserve to govern this nation. Now, they may say they have a new leader. They just say they need to turn over things to the young people now. I don't know. Trinidad 62 this year. I don't know. That's you could get on the senior citizen line. I don't know. They're delusional. You're not young. Just accept it. So cutting off all your hair and your eyebrow and your mustache and clipping off your eyebrow. You're not young. Every decision made by government is a cabinet decision. Cabinet has collective responsibility. Do you know what that means? The Prime Minister has one vote. Did you know that? Yes. I showed you on CIA documents which show that the cabinet and the president, who's more powerful than the president? The cabinet outvoted him on many things. So if I was in that cabinet, I can tell you one thing. And I have minister say, well, we ain't giving out these supplies because the oligarchs in the building supply business and they can lose money if we give out the supplies, because that's the only reason they could have done it. I would have voted against that. I would have voted against that. And if they had done that, I would have resigned from the cabinet. And I would have been on the steps of the House of Assembly and I would have said, my party doing dumbness. They are stealing from the people of this country, holding on to the bill of materials because they feel that their financial backers are going to lose money if people get the free material. How do we go back to that? How? The Dorian is an issue, not the fact that there was a Dorian, but Dorian is an issue because you put the bodies of our loved ones in a trailer. Denied that the bodies was in the trailer. Denied it. Kai Mills again, that man don't keep them. Go on to the trailer and say the trailer smell bad, flies around the trailer, the body's in here. Dwayne Sands, that is the most lioness, conniving politician in the history of this country. Bamboo Town, vote him out. Don't let the man get back in the house. All the corruption that he has done in the courts and all of the other things that he has done, do not let Dwayne Sands back in the house. But Dwayne Sands did a statement. Dwayne Sands. And he said that Kai Mills lied. You know, bodies in no trailer. Straight to your face. And he could have the nerve to come back and run again. I want to see who the people are walking with him. That's what I want to see. Because they hate this country. You gotta hate this country to walk with Dwayne Sands. If Dwayne Sands gets one vote, that's a problem. That means that we are suffering from Stockholm syndrome. The people who are abusing you, you fall in love with. The people, your captors, the people who robbing you, you in love with, you shaking pom-poms. Got their face on your shirt. This who robbing me, I love him. Dwayne Sands said, nobody's in that trailer. So, you know what? We jumped on the plane and we went over there. I took Click once in with me. That's when he was still safe. And I took Click once in with me. And we went to the trailer. And I never forget when that wind blow and that wave hit Click once and he almost faint. Then say, oh Jesus. Yeah, the body's in there. Clint was first swatting flies, he almost slapped himself. And we found out that the bodies was right there. But guess what? News ain't coverage. They didn't say, oh, it has now been confirmed that the bodies are there. You touch that. See? So that's the problem with Dorian. When the NGOs were trying to bring supplies, they were being told, y'all gotta go to Nassau to clear them and then bring the stuff all the way back. Red tape. It was how they dealt with it. And that included you, Pintard, because your people in Grand Bahama, you ain't really from there and you don't really live in Marco City. By the way, just a plug in there. But your people in Grand Bahama was affected and you didn't fight for them. Anyone heard Michael Pintard fighting for the people when they was pulling on them? No? He ain't say nothing? He ain't 5 minutes and say minutes stop your foolishness? He was complaining about his house. So he could have gotten the building supplies and he still keep his mouth shut. Wow. So that's the problem with Dorian. So we don't need no excuses about Dorian. When money, disasters are bad. But after disaster is when money flows into economies. The rebuilding is where the big money is. So don't use Dorian as an excuse. That was an opportunity. It wasn't until the next year, and again, that was just 2 islands. The rest of the Bahamas was still open for business. The next year, we had COVID started up. Around March, they shut things down. Yes, we know that there was COVID, but it's how you dealt with COVID. So you don't let them use them to excuses for you. What you did in COVID, we remember. We remember that you locked us down while everyone else could move around. Between signs again. The people could come in as long as they had money. The rich could have their junkanoo parties, and that was fine. But minutes went to the station and say, 1 minute after 8, lock them up. Lock them up. They was driving Bahamian coconut vendors off the street, throwing them in the back of the van, in the back of the car, leaving their coconut, throwing them in the car. But when you went on Cowpen Road, the people there were still selling, and no one touched them. It's not that you all had COVID, you know. It's how you all dealt with it. You took our national insurance money to give it out during COVID. Don't act like you did us a favor. But all the IMF wanted to know was what you did with the $250 million that they gave to you for the people, and all they asked was you to give an accounting. The man decided to call an election rather than account for that money. Total of $450 million. And we must bring them back. Let me tell you all something. Dr. McIver, come here. Come. Step forward. Quick, come. Come in a meeting. Go on. Ladies and gentlemen, Minister has done his time, and we thank him for what he has done. But we pay him for everything he did. He didn't do us no favors. All right? He was being paid very handsomely for everything. All right? And still rob and rape the Bahamian people. I'm asking you to give change time. The best candidate in Kalani is not Dr. Minutes. The best candidate. Come on. The best candidate in Kalani is not Michael Abanet. When she ever did anything for the people? What she ever do for the people? But I guess they feel entitlement because of who their parents are. The best candidate for Kalani is not Robin Lyons. When Robin Lyons ever fights with people, I hear them calling her a lion, a lioness or whatever, right? They lying about that. Lion? When you'll ever see Robin Lyons fighting for the public? Speaking out to them. Not once? No? So she just coming to run right a couple months before election and saying vote for her. Well, I'm asking you all to give this lady a chance. She's going to give real change. She lives there. She's invested there. She built a hotel there. She built an old development there with all kind of big, I don't even know who they are, condos and townhouses, all the kind of stuff. She's invested in the community. She has something to gain from good representation in that community. She has something to lose from bad representation in that community. And so our full support is behind her, and we just need something different for once. Kalani, be smiling. Thank you. And so for those people who ask me that question about why we don't join up with the FNM, why? Okay, the PLP bad, the FNM bad. I must join up with the bad FNM to bring change. Brave is as incompetent and bad as you can get right now. They did not more, they must be like playing in dirt. They like tourists. They did not more shovel digging from FTX. They did not more shovel in the ground. And nothing come out of the ground yet. That ground must be, this ground is cursed because of them. Nothing coming out of the ground. Not a thing. They can pretend they didn't hear me talking with Brave just now. So when I talk with Pindar, they can say, well, why are you talking with Pindar? Because we have two enemies, not one. Every third party that came out before will always attack the government. Well, the government is the PLP and the FNM. Both. The opposition, both of them getting paid. The official opposition and the government, the executive, they are both getting paid. Both are the government and both are failing us. And I don't need us to go back to darkness. I have to put out the warning. Even if I am a voice crying out in the wilderness, the FNM is not the way. So all those promises they were saying for Grand Bahama, they had their chance many times to do something. How do you have 5 members of parliament in Grand Bahama, watch this now, including the deputy prime minister, the minister of finance, the minister of Grand Bahama, the governor general, and y'all ain't do nothing? Nothing? Not one thing? And they want us to go back to that? Yeah, they did something they teach. Not those individuals, but the party and the structure, the government. Go back to that? What y'all think? Shall we go or hell no? Shall we go or hell no? Shall we go?
No way.
And so I hear Michael Pinter standing on the stage and saying he can do this and he can do that. But let me clarify and fix some things for you. All right. The man was the Minister of Agriculture. Someone asked him, he had a staged interview. All right. He planned this interview. It's on TikTok, where someone asked him about name one thing you did as Minister of Agriculture. Now he planned this. He wrote the script. He wrote the script. And he said, okay, I'm gonna sit here and you pretend to be doing my hair. And the fellow was cutting hair. So, and pin that hair bald, but he had the clip off, cutting hair, pretending to cut his hair. You remember that video? And he was cutting in the hair, pin that hair bald. Like they making up these. I hate movies that don't make sense. They don't add up. All right, just he cut a whole movie. All right, that's a very low budget movie. And so they asked him, just name one thing you did as Minister of Agriculture. He said, well, I got the cabinet to agree to give 40% of all produce purchases to the Bahamian farmers before it can be bought by the hotels, et cetera, from outside of this country. I got them to agree to do it. We asked him for one thing he did. And the one thing he said he did never happened. And there are people in red shirts behind that. Somehow, that's the future. Somehow, that's the hope. Somehow, that's the change. I ain't talking about this personal business, I'm talking about your public record. They had tilapia there, all there. They couldn't make no fruits, all the money they spent, no fruits export, nothing. The farmers can't get a veterinarian. I want you to know that under the COI, we can make sure the farmers have a vet. The vets don't waste time with the farmers because they only get a couple dollars from the government and the government ain't gonna pay. They get $10 or $5 to come in to see a goat or your pig. But in their private practice, they get big money. Y'all ever carry a pet to the vet? Yes. So why they can focus on this $5 or $10 from the government? And so we gotta change that. Where something is important, you invest in it. You become a success in what you invest in. That's the rule. You become a success in what you invest in. we're going to invest in agriculture. So we are going to be a success in agriculture. But the man ain't do nothing in his portfolio. But somehow he is the hope for some people who wear red shirt. Well, then he fighting the contract. The man was the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture. Destroyed youth, sport, and culture. What did Pintar do for you? What? Anyone can name anything? Nothing? Nothing? What did Pintar do for sports? Well, he ended the relays. He did something. He ended the relays. What he did for sports? Every single sports team was begging for money to travel to represent us on the Pintar. Come on, he never speak up for them, never advocated for them. Not once. He had the purse, he had the budget, he could have done for them. Culture, come, culture, come, hurry, come, culture. Culture, stand up you. This is an important question. I need you to answer this truthfully and with sense. What did Pintard do for culture as the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture?
Absolutely nothing. In fact, he killed it. I mean, Junkanoo was the worst under him than it's ever been under his leadership.
Nothing?
Nothing.
But he said he is the orange economy. He's a creator. He create nothing.
No, we probably had to done this, but not on base.
They do not need to done this.
Well, that's it. I mean, that's wrong.
They let the Dundas go down?
Go right down. In fact, Brave gave was said to have given the Dundas $400,000 and nothing happened. They never got it.
All right. I know we did our plans for culture, and I know we researched everything, and we talked to people in the industry and all that kind of stuff, and we talked about giving $300,000 to each group.
Yeah.
A group.
Yeah.
I want to raise it to 500,000.
What?
They are not gonna think of believe me.
You want to oversee that for me and make sure they get their 500,000 per
Absolutely.
group.
What?
That's seed money.
Seed money.
Yeah.
God, I mean.
What were the big groups?
How much we given the big group?
We were giving the big 100,000.
No.
Seriously.
We are going to give the B groups, each of them, 250,000.
With that, right? Where are we gonna have Junkanoo?
We get there right now. We get there right now. So give us that. Give us that. So 500,000 times how much groups?
8.
8 groups. Yo, that's only 4 million. Come on. That's one trip for Brave and Fred. That's probably only 2 afraid young men that he got around the world. And you can't. Our culture, our great culture, is a big deal. They gave $30 million to Carnival.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. And I tell you, Junior Junkanoo this year did not receive their seed money, I think, until the day before Junior Junkanoo. Wow. Some schools couldn't even come out.
Wow.
I was there.
Wow. Wow. And so that's the 8 groups.
Yeah.
So 500,000, I actually feel a little stingy, but once we get in, we'll see what we could do with that, all right? Because we're doing that coming into play right away. Yeah. And I think we're gonna have to increase that because you can't give $30 million to the other people's culture and talk with $4 million to our culture.
But hold on now. We talking about 500,000 versus 40,000 in 2026. And that was what
it used to be 30.
That was
the
2
raise.
years ago. The 40,000 this year with the raise.
Wow.
All right.
Shame. And so we're gonna fix that. Now, you become a success in what you invest in. I think that every year we should give a $1 million prize to the winning group.
Wow. Oh my God.
You're doing what? That's only $5 million.
But you gotta have second, third.
He say, they can say we selling dreams. We ain't selling dreams, we making our dreams come true. Because everybody living our dream except us. And if you know the kind of work and dedication that goes into jumping up, that's a drop in the bucket. And I ain't gonna stop until we match that $30 million. See, I ain't saying it now because I ain't selling dream.
Yeah.
We can get it and then we can fix it. I ain't gonna stop until we reach that $30 million. We're carnival God.
Wow.
How much big groups it is?
There was
14?
All of them got.
all of them got seed money, but everybody's seed money was paid this year.
Okay. So the seed money, if we give 250,000 to each B group, that's only 3.5 million. For Junkanoo? For Junkanoo?
We will never lose anymore. There will be no need for election.
So, so I want you to take note of what we just said, and I want you to send that directly to Mario Boleg and tell him his time is up. Since they ain't do nothing for the people, we can do it for the people. All right? So that's to Mario Boleg. So you let all the Junkanooers you talk to in Ghanaians know that that one gone, and we can make this make sense with a different. All right? Thank you. And so Junkanoo is going to stay on Bay Street.
Yeah.
You need the setting of Bay Street with the acoustics and the buildings, etc.
Right.
But we are going to. I heard Junkanoo at the Sports Center before. It didn't work. But all right. So what we're gonna do is it's gonna go from east around Victoria Avenue. What other roads are
I think
there?
we gotta stretch back a little.
Yes,
further.
yeah, I'm just letting them know which east means, because some
Oh,
people don't know. So
yeah.
all the way back where land and survey is and
Right.
the Texaco and Bay
Right.
Street,
Right.
it's gonna stretch all the way back to the recreation ground out there where
Yes.
Harachi Bank was that brave. Yeah, so it's gonna go past Malcolm Park,
Right,
and so what's gonna happen is we're gonna have Junkanoo start on time,
yes.
and we'll have no gaps in between because everyone lines up the same time. You line up on that whole stretch and you Junkanoo west.
Right.
And then you come, you cross Russin Square, which is still the center. And then the rest is the break part is by where Marlborough Street, by where McDonald's is.
Right.
Around the Hilton. And then you line back up and you start and you go down what's that? Bay Street, heading towards
From Margaritaville.
heading towards Awaki and
Right.
Fort Charlotte, those areas, and that's where we're gonna have a big festival.
Yeah.
And this is gonna be the culmination of a 7-day festival.
Wow.
So it's gonna be 7 days from Boxing Day all the way to New Year's. Every day there'll be a full culture. Something on display. We are going to. I didn't plan this year. I didn't plan to talk about this. But we are going to, but since Pinta, in culture and we want to talk about that.
Yeah.
We are going to build state-of-the-art, real Junkanoo facilities. Shacks no more. They are going to be Junkanoo facilities. Huge Junkanoo facilities on the eastern side of Bay Street. So after you pass East Street, all that dead area, there's gonna be Junkanoo shacks in that area that the tourists can come off the ship and walk right there and be able to see the fellas making the Junkanoo costumes, participate in making Junkanoo costumes, and be able to see past costumes instead of them breaking up in the road. Past costume, a proper, stylized, fancy, looking like a display in Dubai. Displays of our costumes with a story for each one of them that they know that this is what this costume is about. It ain't changing this country.
Now,
And hold on one more. And those they say we now have 12.5 million tourists. It's people on the ship, they ain't coming out. All right? But we're gonna increase tourism to 30 million because the plans that we're putting in. But all of those tourists are now gonna be able to pay to go into those real Junkanoo museums.
all season, they'll be making authentic Bahamian souvenirs. We won't have souvenirs in the straw market made in China. They'll be authentic Bahamian souvenirs.
Hold on, you stand right there. Look good. Hold on, right there, right there. Come right back.
I'm so excited to be, listen, I don't even know how those guys are gonna, they're gonna say that y'all sleeping, y'all beyond dreaming, y'all dead. But it's exciting, Junkanoo deserves it, trust me, Junkanoo deserves it.
Can you imagine them selling these? Hold it up, let them see it. This Junkanoo.
Yes.
This Junkanoo figurine and there's magnets for your fridge. We put it there so the people can see it. Look at that. Look at that. This yes, Damon did this. All right. And so imagine that. All right. Who want one? Come Fred. Come Fred. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? They go in the museum and they're able to buy these things right there, same city. And then it's gonna be Junkanoo. Yo, sorry, I take over and hijack this event. But I think people need to hear this.
Yes.
There's going to be Junkanoo every day on Bay Street.
Every day. Every day.
Bay Street is going to be closed to traffic. And there will be Junkanoo. When you go to, who been to Disney World or Universal? Every hour or so, they have a parade where Mickey Mouse and all them coming out. They have a schedule. And so you can experience Mickey Mouse and them. Your children can experience it. When I say Mickey Mouse is good, look right up at me. What attention. Boy, she texted me all night. I say Mickey Mouse and it was over. Like, hold on, that's my thing. And so we're going to be doing the same thing on Bay Street, including having the ports to have changing of the guard activities and the cannons going off every day. We got to do something in this country, man. We're not listen. All right? I know you didn't talk today, but anything you want to say? Because Miguel gone. We ain't even talking with Miguel. And Marvin Dames, I don't know where they think they're going with him. He needs to come with our $17 million first.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Well, what I want to say, and I must say this, Mr. President, because I'm always chided for only talking about Junkanoo in culture, whereas culture consists of so much more. All right? You have the performing arts, you have the choirs, from the children's choirs to the Bahamas National Youth Choir. And you have the musicians and entertainers. You have the writers. Okay, you have those who are now interested in doing short plays and movies. So we want you to know that we are not leaving anyone out. And when you come to the Ministry of Culture, it's gonna be an experience in and of itself. You can go to the Department for Junkanoo, the Department for Music, the Department for Dance, and they have directors who will be able to answer all of your questions. I didn't sleep on this and I didn't dream, and now I'm manifesting. Come on.
Someone, I just missed a look down just now and I saw a comment. Someone said a junk blue every day would make it boring. That ain't for you every day.
It's
All right.
tourists.
The parades at Disney World and Universal, that's an ongoing thing. It's constant entertainment. The problem we have is that a lot of the tourists don't get the experience jumping away. Because how they get tickets, we can't get tickets.
Right.
They are not there to be able to get tickets, and so they don't experience it. And so we want to have a Junkanoo experience, not for us. It's for our visitors. And if we want to participate, then we can go there anytime. You having your birthday,
Yeah.
you want to go out on Bay Street and you want to rush with the Junkanoo, and then they have the tables outside, like how they do it in France on the sidewalks. We're gonna encourage that. And so you go and you sit down and Junkanoo is going past you and real parades. Come on, man. We can do something with this country, man.
It was never intended to be.
Yes, and like you said, Atlantis did it a lot. I don't know if they still do it. Marina Village. That's what she made of Atlantis. And so I want you to know that culture is very important to me because Pintard says he's a creative, but I am a creative.
Yeah.
All right, that orange economy thing, that has been my life.
Wow.
He's a writer. He wrote a book about tricking people with politics.
Wow.
He wrote the book on that.
Yes.
I'm a writer who wrote a best-selling book about helping people to find their purpose in life.
Right.
Find out who they are. It's called Identity Crisis.
Yeah.
And you can go on Amazon and you can see what people said about that book. Some people said it is the best book they ever read in their life.
Wow.
I still get checks for that book every month.
That's powerful.
And that book has gone to almost every country in the world right now. The only place I don't know that book has been is probably Cuba and Iraq.
Wow.
All right. But every place in the world that book has been.
Wow.
So I am a creative.
Yeah.
The children's choir you talked about, I've been in children's choirs. I was a part of the E.P. Roberts choir. That was more than a school choir. We traveled around the world. We performed at Disney World, etc. We were the first choir to perform at World Expo 88. We were the children's choir before the Bahamas National Choir. We started this thing. And so I know about that life. I grew up in it, and I knew how that kept me off the streets of Pinewood because I was too busy with choir practice every day. And so this has been my life. I am a musician. I play instruments. I'm a singer. I can barely sing, but I can sing, right? And I've sung all over the world.
Right.
I've sung with Michael Jackson,
Wow.
B.B. Winan, Shirley Caesar, Yolanda Adams,
Wow.
in concert, the best of them. I actually sang on stage with Michael Jackson. This has been my life. And so we are going to actually do something about this.
Yeah.
You know, something I said, Pintard said he's a poet, but he never even did a poetry night where you could encourage other poets to come out and get the microphone and be able to do their stuff. I know he did. He partnered with someone who did a play for Count It Again Man, but that was just jokes, making fun. We need serious creativity in this country. We need serious opportunities for our creatives.
Yeah.
And that is why when we do our cruise ships, that's what I'm going into next. When we build our cruise ships to transform tourism in this country, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. When we build our cruise ships, because for a few $100 million, you can get a cruise ship.
Yeah.
All right? That is going to move the economy around. Right now, these tourists are not coming off to the ship. And the next problem is that we've given the ships their own islands where they don't have to bring the money here. And so we need our own ships so that they can sail to Andros. They can sail to Abaco. They can sail to Eleuthera. They can sail to Cat Island and to Staten Island. That's what we need to do. Also, some of the cruise industries, they are going into yachts now. They call it super yachts. They're having yacht sales now because
Wow.
they can actually make more profit because they can charge more for that.
Wow.
And we can do the same thing.
Have you
Why?
ever sailed the Exotic Keys?
Yeah,
Oh, God.
I'm a roll bow from Exuma.
Oh.
Just so you know. Pure baby. No mix up in me.
No mix up.
And so that by doing this and owning resorts, etc., now we can have full-time employment for our creatives.
Yeah.
Remember when we had the limbo dances and the fire dances and all these people? Remember that?
No more work for them.
Remember when you had the drum beat and Chippy and them? Remember that? Well, that's Chippy daughter who did that. Just so you know, that's Chippy daughter. Mitzi the dancer. All right, who did this? All right, so Mitzi, go find Mitzi to get more. All right, ask her for my discount.
Okay.
So yeah, go sit down. Go sit down. So that's Mama Mariah. I'll give her a round of applause. And so now we'll be able to have people experience our cuisine, experience our culture. Our musicians have a reason to practice now. They have a reason to make music. They can make money from their careers because they can work on the ship. Because our ship can have our entertainment. You see how now we turn this into a business? If Junkin was every day, you have a reason to make your costumes and you're making money from this. Some people could be full-time Junkin with no other job. Because our tourism corporation will pay them to be out there every single day. All this country needs is vision, and it's not going to come from the PLP and F&M. I heard Dr. Minnis, Dwayne Sands, and the PLP agreeing on something. They are saying that we need to get rid of national health insurance. Anytime. They are saying we need to cut that back and then get rid of that. That's what I understand by what they said. Now, Dwayne Sands and them say it's going to cost 500 million. Now listen carefully. 500 million for everyone to get free health care. That's catastrophic health care. That's cancer, that's heart attack, that's anything you need, any surgery you need. Kidney transplant, with everything. $500 million. There's only a couple of us in this country. Yes. 500 million. Let me show you how leaders with vision think. Let's say you get 10 million tourists a year. They say we get more than that, right? Yeah. Let's say you get 10 million tourists a year. How about you put onto their ticket an insurance fee, $50, so that they will be guaranteed if something happened to them, they could be staying in a hospital, they could be medevac out of the country, they could be sure that they are safe in our country. I don't think the cruise ship will mind that, because now they don't have to worry about being stuck to deal with our hospital or whatever conference. We can medevac you straight to wherever you come from. Because guess what? You're gonna need that much. And so $50 each at 10 million tourists. Y'all count. How much that is? How much that is? How much that is? That sounds like free health care for all of us. And we have to pay it on the floor. We just lack vision. They hit us with all kind of fees. When you traveling, they hit you with all kind of fees that you don't even know what the fees are. I don't think that anyone who is traveling is going to mind having a health. When you rent your car, they include insurance on that. Sometimes when you use your credit card to buy your tickets, they will include health insurance on that. I don't think anyone will mind. Okay, your cruise ship ticket used to be $750, now it's $800. They go up and down with these tickets all the time anyway. And now every behavior is covered. That ain't natural resources or none of them other talks we talk. That ain't carbon credit. That's simple. And we get the benefit from 10 million tourists at $50 for insurance that they covered. Either they get health care or overseas. One y'all, let's fight for change. And if you don't want to start out with the free health insurance, and that's the money for your hotel right there. Sorry, not your hotel, your hospital. They begging the Chinese, dancing up and down with the Chinese, like rude children. And people so impressed with that. Dancing up, monkey caper for the Chinese. No dignity. God, clinic. We need real change in this nation. So, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta stop there. But I want you to know that we're going to continue with our vision series so that we can have discussions about where this country needs to go. That's the discussion we need to have. We know they corrupt. We've experienced their corruption. We're the victims of their corruption. America for sure is our corrupt days in a minute. That's a money back guarantee. And so, what we need to do now is start talking about the new Bahamas. Pintard and the FNM is not the way. He did nothing when he was in a position to do so. Last thing I'll say about that, he did an interview when he was asking about Rick Fox. He said Rick Fox met with him while he was Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture and said they talked about doing things with TV, movies and stuff. And oh, trust me, we could do that. All right, we ain't waiting for them. We can do it. The Nigerians can do it, we can do it. But he said he talked about that kind of stuff, and he said he was so proud that he had the connections in order to get it done. And he said he talked about opportunities in sports and all that by young people, and you know, and that Rick Fox had the connections in order to get it done. But guess what? What was done? He just again showed you how lousy they are. He just exposed himself and Rick Fox. Because all Rick Fox ever is talks. All he is talks. Every business he touches evaporate. That's my opinion. He come for our land. He come for our carbon credit. But he can't have it. Because Aisha will run him out of town. And so he can't have what's ours. We ain't gonna let them take it, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for our vision series to continue. Because see, once we give you the vision, if you choose something else, then that's on you. That's on you. Don't cry when Pinta and them start jerking you again if you let them get in. Don't cry when Brave them start jerking you again. No crying. I see some union people, you know, like they will have conversations with Pinta and all them. The FNM, then failure. The PLP, then failure. Every time you all got to fight for what is yours. But guess who out there fighting with you on? It's always us. And so saying that the PLP got to go, so we need to swing to the FNM. I'm trying to get swing again. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you all every Sunday. Election is coming up soon. We're going to be hearing from more of our candidates. We want you to join us every single Sunday. Right here. Join us right here. So that you can get the information to go and spread the good news. The way we are going to win this election is not the old way. It's going to be mouth to ass. They could block us in the media, you know. They can twist stories in the media, but they can't block you from talking to your friends and family. If roughly 10,000 persons voted for persons the COI endorsed last election, then if each of you get 6 people, that's 70,000. The PLP won last time with 66,000. I mean, we already got more than they had last time. Think about that. It's that easy. So all I want you to do, forget 6, because some of them might lie to you. Go for 10. Get your 10 family, friends, and co-workers. The people in your church, the people in your lodge, your neighbors. This ain't time to be shy. This your country's in trouble. And so you have to spread the message. Some people say, oh, Lincoln, you all need to go in the parks, etc. Going in the parks don't mean that people coming out of their house will come in the park. That's the whole way. But guess what? You talk. You spread the message. I'm not saying we ain't getting in the park. We're going in the park. You got our equipment coming right now. We're getting ready. But what I'm saying is, what's going to do this is you. You know 10 people. You get your 10. Get your 10. And that gives us 100,000. That will be the biggest landslide in behavior history. Get your 10. All right? And so we know that we can do this. We believe that we can do this. Don't let these people talk no nonsense about the F&M or that the COI is going to cost the PLP to get back in. We don't need none of them to get in. We gain for the whole hall. We gain for the whole hall. And so we done tried the F&M. The only thing with stop Brent Simmons before was he couldn't really control Ingram. Ingram gave what he wanted, but he wanted more, but he couldn't really control because Ingram have his own. You know, you don't need to. He couldn't control minutes like that. Minutes gave him a lot, but then when he gets so far, minutes say, okay, that's enough for now. He can control Pintard. Pintard ain't got no job, no career. What Pintard is doing? He has to, he said, negotiate with criminals. And he bad at that too. And the criminals catch him. They say they don't work for the few because they're trying to misdirect you. Brent Simmons at week. He's never endorsed a candidate before. He didn't endorse Minute. He didn't endorse Ingram. This is the first time. You know why? This is puppet. And they going to take Andres. They are going to destroy Andres if we let them get back. For those who say that the immigration is out of control, so Brave got to go, so put the F&M. The F&M? Oh God, they started the immigration problem, eh? All right, Brenton was selling passports just like this group. And bragging with it. He bragged with it. They said playing like they ain't doing it. They're like, what passport? Brent said, yeah, man, I'm giving out citizenships every Friday. Every Friday. You get a passport. You get a passport. You get a. Pintard works for Fred Smith. That funny book? Pintard was their PR person. That lion book? Pintard worked for Fred Smith. What do you think about that one? Fred Smith was born in Haiti. We believe Pintard was born in 82 because we can't find a record of him being born here. And I heard them say that he was raised by Mother Benson. Notice they say raised by Mother Benson. We believe he was adopted. And all we're asking for is a birth certificate. You can clear it up easy. Before you get in and go try a doctorate because you're in government. That's all we're asking for. Show us your birth certificate, Pintard. All right? So that we could know who is who. You might still vote for you, you know. I mean, not me. I'm not saying so amen. But someone might vote for you. But we need to know who you are. When you're applying for a job, they ask you for your status.
That's right.
They occupy it.
And you gotta bring it.
We are just tired of being blocked out as a people.
Yeah.
The foreigners getting all the opportunities. And maybe it's because our leaders have mental, subconscious connections to other people. But I'm Lincoln Bain. I'm a rural bull from Exuma, Hanahati Times, Bain from Auckland's Crooked Island. Crooked Island, biggest cousins, I know. I'm a Poitier from Cat Island, and I didn't give my whole lineage Poitier, Asian name. I didn't tell you who my granddaddy is. I didn't tell you who my great granddaddy, my great great granddaddy, my great great granddaddy is from royalty from France. So I'm a pure Bahamian. And I love my Bahamian people. And that's why I am on bail right now. To fight for your children. So they don't have to die or end up on bail. I want to thank you all for supporting us. Every Sunday we could be here talking about the New Bahamas. Someone say every Sunday. Every Sunday. You all ready for this? Yes. We are going to do this every Sunday into the next election. Election in May, y'all. Election in May. We are going to do this every Sunday till the next election. What else we're going to do? We're going to put boots on the ground every day until the next election. To all of my candidates, I sure you won't get fired. Get your boots on the ground. So let me hear, you're in on the ground. Time to get your boots on the ground. It's time to win this because this is serious. We can't let them want this more than us. The one who wins is the one who wants it the most. That's what I learned by being an athlete. The one who wins is the one who wants it the most. We have to want this more than them. And I want to save our country. We are fighting for contract. We are fighting for country. And it's time. So I want to thank you all. The war starts. The PSP says they start the war on February 16th. Well, we've been in the battlefield waiting for them. So bring it on. Come on down. There's going to be a lot of rumors and lies and all that stuff spread. You can hear things with me. You can hear things with MacGyver and our candidates and all kinds of stuff. Listen, it don't matter. Don't waste your time with no rumors. Don't call me asking me if this true or not true. It don't matter. If a candidate say they won't leave, then let them go. You don't always finish with who you start with. Let's keep moving. When you're on the battlefield and you're running towards the enemy, someone on your right and left may get you down, but you gotta keep moving. If someone wants to turn into a pillar of salt, you let them go. Let's keep moving. But I can assure you that our 41 are locked and loaded and be ready to take this country back. And be ready to give every blood, sweat, and tears because after this election, it's no more. We will be outnumbered. And that's why you got to take this serious. You hear them complaining in the bank line, you start talking about change. You talk to them. Don't mind them. We could win this. If the PSU after them, they can say, tell Lincoln go pay that money. That's all they got to say. But that's proof for you that they ain't got nothing on me. They got nothing on me. Because if they did, can you imagine if they had something on me? They ain't got nothing on me. Nothing. All right? And so, ladies and gentlemen, we got to do this. We got to do this. Or our country is gone. We done lose our wacky. The fish fry.
That's right.
It's gone.
That's right.
For now.
They done take that over. We done lose our island. The mom and pop stores, we done lose. To the Chinese and Asians. A Bahamian woman wanted to sell Valentine's stuff on the side of the road by her house. They make up, pack up, and move everything. But they got them other people selling bed and things, everything, bed and set, everything out of the road and no one touching them. I want you to know that I can fight for you all, eh? They need to be the most powerful people in this world. Because you will have a whole government behind you. Every single one of you will have the power of a whole government. behind you. Whether you want to go into business, you got a whole government behind you. You got your land behind you, your grants behind you. In 40 years, China went from a country where people were dying in the millions per day on the street, dying of starvation, to the number 2 economy in the world. They started to open free trade zones, which we are going to do. So, Grandmama Port Authority, y'all could give in that $5 million all y'all want. We come in for what's ours. They started that, and then they started to empower their people. They started Shenzhen, somewhere where I grew up as a young man. All right, I used to go there a lot. Shenzhen population in 1979, the population was 30,000 people. Now, their population is tens of millions. Tens of millions. And it is the electronics capital of the world. And they did it by empowering their people, brands. Whatever you need the land, we'll do it. Let's get it done. Come on, man. I want to empower you. $100,000 ain't but bribing you for election. That was a PRB idea, but we want money in your hand because you all have the dreams and the vision. I wrote the book on purpose. I want to empower you to live your purpose. Because you and your family can put that money together, and some talented person in your family with a great idea, y'all can put that money together and take a risk on that. And guess what? If it fails, you know, another 100,000 come in there the next year, and you'll be right back at it. Our land is going to be tokenized, but your profits from your natural resources is going to be tokenized. You are actually going to be able to get loan and financing based on your future income. You will be more powerful than you know. 100 grand, if that's what it is, will be a joke to the leverage that you now have. Because you and your family can say, okay, we entitled to this every year. The government has set it up so that that is a real thing, a guarantee, with a sovereign guarantee, and that now you can actually get financing to do even bigger business with that. You and your 10 family members come together, and you all get a bond or a financial instrument. There is so much that we haven't even discussed yet. So much potential for this country.
Yeah.
All we ask you to do is give something different a chance, man. I listen to print out them talking about their vision. I tired talking about pothole, man. I tired talking about water and electricity. I tired, man. I tired. So let's get ready for war. You all ready for war? You ready for war? You ready for war? Change coming. Change coming. All right. I will be in Pinewood tomorrow at my headquarters, and I'll also be walking at 5 o'clock. Whoever want to come and join us, we'll be right there. All right. We get hit the streets. Thank you. See you next time.